Listen, I don't want to, this is not a spiritual take or anything, but I want to share something with you. Listen, um, for for this country, for my people, actually, for Black America, I am in a perpetual state of mourning, and I have been. I feel like for more years than I knew. Like when I got older, I was able to look back on my younger years, on my teen years, and I was like, oh, that's what I felt when I was in certain places in the city I grew up in, which was Richmond, Virginia, the capital of the Confederacy. I felt certain things. And again, I mean, I'm not trying to be a spiritual creep or make this, something that it's not. But um, I think me being in certain areas of the city, being in parts of the town, um, me walking past certain buildings, restaurants, etc. I felt these things. And when I got older, being in certain places in Virginia that I had never driven through before, I got this eerie feeling, and I felt like it was the pain of my or of our ancestors. And it's like it could almost be like described as they're weeping, or a breeze of these of I went to this one small town once, on some business, and I was driving through. I'm like, look at these beautiful. I don't know what the plant life was or what the trees were, but I'm like, I felt something as they swayed back and forth, and I'm like, this is kind of beautiful but sad. And I felt like it was our ancestors saying we're here. Like it was painful. Like I could feel their pain, even though I could never touch what kind of pain, what kind of suffering they went through. But we know especially we know in the southern states what kind of blood is in the ground that was spilled because of slavery and violence. Um, and so, you know, it's I feel like I'm caught, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, caught in a perpetual state of mourning for Black America. And it's because we disproportionately are affected by violence from one side. We we are surveilled and trapped and um, othered and caught up in so many things. Slavery to prison. So I think this episode for me is about how can we, if you're looking at current affairs and what certain federal agencies are doing and what the administration is doing, how can we, as Black Americans, as F.b.a.s, A.d.o.s, whatever you consider yourself as Americans, as Black Americans in this country. How can we protect ourselves? Um, how can we prevent another Tulsa, another Rosewood, another Red Summer, the year 1919 that happened in Chicago? How can we prevent that again? How do we protect ourselves? How do we protect ourselves from the government being the ones so powerful to keep us under surveillance, being so powerful that they take over our lives and we don't have any power to do anything about it, any protections? What are we supposed to do? Like, how do we protect ourselves? It's a serious question. We can consider ourselves Americans, but do we have the protection of an American? What are we supposed to do? Uh, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty upset about the murders and the assassinations in broad daylight of Alex Preddy and Renee Goodman. Don't get me wrong. But Sandra Bland should have never even been pulled over in the first place. Breonna Taylor, just in her apartment. Just, what was that? So, and so many others, just assassinations in front of our faces. So, how do we as a people begin to protect ourselves from an entire system where we've never had the total protection like the other side has? What do we do?